Hi. Hey. Hey, hi, hello, yeah, what's up? My name is Jade Fox and this is my channel. Listen, bitch. I tried to film this video, I think like twice. And the first time I was just like really in my feelings, even though I looked really cute in that video, and I'm mad I can't use that footage.
I look like the Tang monkey.
I was just like in my feelings, and the thing is that I can't make an update video. I can't talk to the people. I can't give people tea anymore because I don't want to overshare. And the problem is that in that video, I was at a peak emotion. I can't trust that I'm gonna say what I should say. This is not a Moesha journal entry. This is my YouTube channel. This is the update video. Jade, bitch, you moved again. Yeah. You and Jade still together. Yeah. You and Arrow still talk. Yes. All of those things. But it's just like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to like, but yes, my mental health is not quite in the shitter, but it's not great either, and it's troubling me because it's gotten to this place now where I can't tell the difference between my like anxiety and my intuition, because they both are coming from the same place. Like they're both coming from this like protective space, and so I'm like, I don't even trust my own judgment now, and so that's why I'm like, okay, let's get in therapy. But somebody left a comment like, why don't you just sit and talk no more? Like, why don't you just sit and like talk to the camera anymore? And literally, I don't, my brain be so many different places, y'all. I be thinking about so many different things. Also, I don't want to be TikTok about this and diagnose myself, but like, I really think I have PTSD, and sharing things feels weird. The internet in general feels weird. Niggas got podcasts about like man top. Ew. And I don't mean to sound like a old bitch, but like I feel the landscape of content creators is very copy paste and boring. It just got me, all of it. It just got me thinking about what type of influencer do I want to be? Do I even want to be an influencer anymore? I think that the pandemic definitely helped me realign and figure out what I actually want to do here, because ultimately, because there's a lot going on the internet, it's very ghetto. It's Gotham City out this bitch. I don't want to be here if I don't have something to say. But I feel good being back. I want to be back. I want to create stuff. I want to be like back in the LOLs and shit with y'all. I want to be, you know, and I want to be back in this little weird pocket of the internet that I've created where like Black gay people just gather and make fun of each other. I want to feel like in my community again, because I feel like I just left y'all. I went off, you know, went through a global pandemic and moved to like White People Are Us in Portland, and I asked y'all questions, or asked y'all to ask me questions to help guide this conversation a bit more, because like I said, where do I start? The first question, Shawnee, shout out to Shawnee, she asked me why don't I have a personal assistant, or like why I haven't hired a personal assistant. And the honest truth is I don't trust anybody to a fault. Like I don't trust people to the point where I will do everything myself. And it's not a matter of like, oh, I don't trust people with my money. I don't trust people with my like Gmail password. I just don't trust people, period. Like I don't know. I just don't have a good relationship with trust. I've had trauma with people I have trauma within myself, but it was through relationships with people who were offering help, people who were offering love, people who were offering support. But in those relationships, I realized the closer that they got to me, the more they took advantage of me. And now it's to the point where I can't tell who's reaching out to me to take advantage of me versus who's reaching out to me to genuinely help. And I know that I cannot make that decision without actually moving forward with it. But I'm just gonna be honest with you, mentally, I'm not there yet. Emotionally, I'm not there yet. I'm not open enough yet. I'm still in a very guarded space. I'm still in a very like, don't touch me. Hey, don't fucking touch me. And I'd rather not take it out on someone because I'm not ready for that relationship yet than to go into it anyway and just hope that I don't ruin this bitch. You know what I mean? So like, that's mainly why. Someone else asked why I moved from Portland. Have you seen Portland? In all seriousness, Portland was an amazing break. All that to say, I think I needed to live a boring life for a little bit. I think I needed to kind of like sit in that for a little bit in order to know what type of work I wanted to do again. It was great for a break. I don't think it was ever really, I don't know if we ever really moved to Portland with the idea that we'd be there for long term. It was nice for when we lived there. I love Portland, I do. I just find that the performative activism there is wild. It's wild. I got a job. I have a full-on 9-to-5 job. People are asking me, why do you have a job? And I know that like when an influencer gets a job, there's always like gotta be some big reason. And honestly, I don't wanna have to do a dance on TikTok to pay my bills. I enjoy making content and I wanna keep enjoying making content because one, I need hobbies, but two, I want to keep this space open and fun. And if I have to rely on making things and I have to make sure I'm getting brand deals, I need to make sure that I am posting on XYZ platforms in order to pay my bills, it takes all the fun out of it. It takes all the fun out of it. That's why I got a job, is to not have to rely on the content to make me money. I can rely on the job to make me money, and I can rely on the content to make me happy. As much of a break as I needed from creating content, I feel like there was so much happening during the pandemic that I wish I was still a little locked in, because I feel like it would have been a great resource. I feel like talking to y'all, being on live with y'all, like being in comments with y'all, cutting up with y'all, because the thing about it is that we are just extensions of each other. It's like, if I am not the girl that you would see at the club that you go to every weekend, then I am the barista that you see, at your favorite place to go before you work from your living room or something. Like, I feel like there is a lot of similarities between me and my audience. And more often than not, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm noticing, y'all peep the same shit that I do. And so I feel like when the work becomes more than the fun, I forget about the fun and how much of a resource the fun is to me. Because just like y'all come to YouTube to take a break from your job, to take a break from your life, I do the same thing. I crack jokes about y'all. I crack jokes about, celebrities or whatever dumb shit is happening in the news. And so I miss my channel being that resource to me and to y'all. And so that's why I got a job. So I ain't have to, create a couples channel for money. What's a lesson you learned following these last 2 years? You need to be an active participant in your own life if you have expectations on your life. If you want, and I'm not talking about if you want the body of your dreams, you gotta get up at 5 a.m. No, I don't mean it in that kind of way. When I say going after the things you want, it's if you want to have better friends, if you want to enjoy your work more, if you want to feel better, you can't just sit and think that it's just gonna happen. You have to try things out. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to do things that baby, you remember Alex Mack, how she would turn into a Capri Sun on the floor?
What's happening?
That's me. So when I say I truly understand getting up when you don't want to, that's where I was before I started to get up, okay? Basically, if you are very unhappy with your life, think about how big that is, because your life is a lot. It's your relationships, it's your romantic relationships, it's your friendships, it's your work, it's your family life, it's your home life. Where do you live? Do you even like where you live? Like, your life is literally everything that is inside of you and around you. And so to think that you're going to be able to make a big change in it without making a big change in yourself and outside of yourself, let this be the reminder from a bitch who did it. You got to do it. Someone asked, what are you most proud of? And honestly, as Leo and head ass as this might sound, me. I'm really proud of myself. As I was telling y'all earlier about people just not being there for me, I didn't realize that that was happening in the moment. I would reach out to people and they would kind of like just leave me there. Like, I kind of felt like, okay, well, Jade, now is your time to do it for yourself. Mainly because I didn't have any other choice. But I think I found a lot of pride in that for some reason. Like, I think that Black people specifically, we have a lot of pride in like doing shit ourselves without realizing that like, that means you have a lack of resources and support. And although it's great that you were able to like find a way through, you shouldn't have to do everything with a lack of resources and support. That's a survival tactic, babe. And you've mastered it. I think I've mastered it. But at what cost? Mental health, time, friendships. It's like, we can make a way out of nothing, but the stakes are very high. So when I say me, as in like I'm most proud of me, I'm most proud of me because I do ask for help now from a very select, like 4 people. I do ask for help. I'm honest when I say I don't know. I'm honest when I talk about my mental health. I don't pretend to have my shit together. I don't pretend to be in this place that I'm not. Because I was telling Jaden last night that I feel like I get like flop depression, which is, if I ever feel like a flop, like yesterday, fully ran Jaden's car into a pole because I was not focused. Just a lot happened yesterday. And it was all kind of like born from this idea that I'm a flop at my new job. I've only been there. This is my 3rd week. Just being new and also working remote for the first time, working for a startup for the first time. It was just a lot of newness, and I felt dumb. Like, I felt like I wasn't grasping things. I felt like I had to ask people a million questions, you know, compared to my content work life where I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what my workflow is. I know exactly how to structure my day. I know exactly how to structure my week. I know what my priorities are. I know what people to call on for XYZ. And so it just felt very foreign to me to just be unclear on things. But it also felt foreign to me to not be good at something. Like, I have an unhealthy relationship with my ability to do things. Is this even recording? Oh my God. Listen, as I told y'all, I recorded this video already. And if I have one more audio issue, if you follow my Major Looks channel, you know, bitch has more audio issues than a versus battle. Like, I cannot get it together. Also, I know that we say that like, oh yeah, the pandemic really did a number on me. I had to be in the house for 2 years and that shit was crazy. I feel like we all say that, but I don't think that people really like understand the gravity in which the pandemic really just did a number on people. People were fully hoarding toilet paper, murder hornets. Jada and August Alsina, for some reason, they done stormed the Capitol. That one like summer where everyone went to Tulum. You would have thought it was $30 to go to Tulum. The pandemic season of Grey's Anatomy, like, you guys, it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. And I feel like the major theme of this video, also the major theme of just what I've been going through, what is going on, is really making things big. The pandemic was big. And so I regard it as a very big traumatic event. And that's how I treat it. And I feel like as a society, Black people in particular though, because I just know how we are, when it comes to like putting shit to the side, belittling our own issues, in the sake of neutrality or for the sake of, you know, a check, honestly. Like, just let shit that's big be big. And if it's big and it feels big, let it feel big. I'm making things again. I'm excited to like put together like my content spreadsheet. Oh, something very big. Me and Eros are going to Bali and you gotta come too, okay? You just gotta come too. We're coming down to the wire. The page is live right now. Hit the link in the description. You can break up those payments. The payment on the page does not include the payment of your flight. That is something to be known. This may not be feasible for everybody and that's okay. It's really just an opportunity for us to travel safely. We will have a guide. Me and Eros will also be there. And really, this is just gonna be a bunch of us. Like, for as many of you that decided to go on this trip, for as many as Eros audience that decided to go on this trip, I can imagine there's a lot of crossover. Like, we're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna relax. We're not gonna do too much. Like, we're gonna sit, we're gonna eat, we're gonna chill on the beach, maybe do a hike or something. But for the most part, we're gonna be chilling. That's what we're gonna be doing. So if you're interested in going to Bali in 2023, please, please, please hit the link in the description because we need to get like a certain number of people in order to even make the trip happen. So hit that link, go ahead and like claim your seat as soon as you can. Take advantage of the early bird price because the price is gonna go up. You wanna take advantage of the early bird price. You know, we're talking about Supertime again.
Are you the type that feels good when you can like tell your girl, hey, go get your nails done?
Oh,
or like,
yeah.
hey man, rinse on me this.
Yes,
Like,
that feels
I'm
so
daddy,
good.
like I got it.
I love being daddy. Like, I absolutely, every time.
Not me.
No.
I don't give a fuck. I just feel like who are you? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause also that shit's not sustainable.
It's not.
Inflation.
It really isn't. It isn't. Wow.
It's just weird to me. It's weird to me
It isn't sustainable.
when like that's the expectation of like, oh, you're the masculine one, so you got it. I do, but for me, you got you.
I'm just excited for getting back into my older content, like those ideas that I had and just coming back to them fresh, you know, in this new state and this new era of Jade Fox. And so I'm fucking excited. I hope that y'all are excited. And maybe we'll do an office tour. I don't know, Beyonce, she follow me on Patreon because I've been vlogging. Laura Bancroft, been vlogging, okay? Big vlogs on the Patreon, $10. Yeah, and I'll see y'all soon in another one.